You think you're feeling anxiety. What if I told you what you're actually feeling is excitement? Dressed up in a costume, labelled anxiety, same chemicals, different names. And isn't it funny how you already do this? You think about it every time you watch a horror movie. You're sitting, terrified, yet you feel good about it, don't you? You're not running away in fear. No, you're leaning in, enjoying the ride of being scared. You get a thrill from it. Hell, you even pay for it. And when you ride roller coasters, what's that? A little panic mixed with the joy of speed. The rush of powerlessness as you zoom through the air. But you love it. You choose it. Because you know it's exciting. Your body is wired to handle that high intensity. And yet, you choose to play in that space. So why not hijack the exact same system when speaking the truth? Why not hijack that same system when you stand naked and raw, vulnerable in front of someone? Or when you love someone so fiercely that it scares you? Why not? Because you've forgotten that you've the power to transmute this energy. You've been walking around thinking anxiety is something you can't control. As if it's the enemy. But what if I told you? The moment you shift the label, when you reframe that fear as excitement, it's like unlocking God mode. Suddenly you're unstoppable. You've got the keys to a whole new dimension of possibility. You want to know why this works? Let me break it down. Your body's chemistry is neutral. It's just molecules moving around, creating electrical signals. But the meaning you assign to those sensations, that's where the magic happens. You see, your mind doesn't just control your emotions. It is your emotions. Once you decide those fluttering nerves are excitement, not fear, you just reprogrammed your entire experience. Boom. Now every situation where you once shrank back in fear, you step forward with anticipation, with power, with confidence. Because guess what? The universe doesn't care what you call it. All it cares about is how you use it. You already know this. When you're on that roller coaster, you feel like you're out of control, but guess what? You're totally in control. That's you. That's your mind guiding your body through it, transforming fear into pleasure. You've been walking through life thinking your emotions are this chaotic, uncontrollable force, right? But no, you control them. You just don't know it yet. Or maybe you forgot. But it's time to wake the hell up and remember. So I'll ask you, when you speak your truth, when you allow yourself to be seen, what do you feel? Anxiety, or is it something else? What if that same fear, that same sensation in your chest could be rewired into pure energy? That's where the magic happens. And guess what? The science backs it up. It's the same neurotransmitters doing the work. When you're anxious or excited, same chemicals, different meaning. Your brain doesn't distinguish between them. It's just your perception, your interpretation, that creates the reality. You choose whether that flutter is fear or excitement. You choose whether you shrink or you expand. And if you expand, watch out, because you're stepping into your own power, your own mastery, your own God mode. But why don't we do it? Why don't we run away from the truth? Why do we label it as anxiety instead of something that we can embrace? Something we can use to fuel us, to drive us, to create. It's simple. We're afraid of how others might interpret it. We fear being misjudged. We fear rejection. But the truth is, when you embrace that energy, when you transmute it into truth and love, no one can resist it. Because people are addicted to authenticity. They're addicted to people who own their emotions, who wear them like armour and let their vulnerability shine like the most powerful thing in the room. And let's be real, those beliefs you've got holding you back, they're limiting you. They're like chains dragging you down. You've been stuck in this loop, thinking you've got to avoid the discomfort, avoid the fear, but really, That's where the juice is. That's where the power is. You want to talk about breakthroughs. You want to change your life. You do it by embracing that energy, not running from it. Think about this. What would happen if you showed up to your life with this new belief that anxiety is not a problem, it's fuel? That fear of being judged is just the universe asking you, how badly do you want to be free? What if you could reframe every fear that you've had about speaking your truth, about being seen, into an opportunity to expand, into an opportunity to finally step into who you really are, unapologetically, without hesitation? Now let me tell you why this is so important, why it works, and how you apply it. Let's break this down like the no bullshit truth it is. Your body's nervous system responds to stress and excitement in almost exactly the same way. The difference, how you label it, how you decide to interpret it. When you start seeing anxiety as excitement, your body doesn't know the difference, and suddenly you've got this surge of energy that you can channel into anything you want. Whether it's speaking in front of a crowd, approaching someone you admire, or creating your next big move in life. Your physiology and your thoughts are not separate. They're intertwined. They influence each other. You've been doing it for years, and now it's time to own it. When you control your thoughts and reframe those feelings, you're rewiring your brain, training it to look for opportunities instead of obstacles. You're programming yourself to step into your power every single time. It's time to stop hiding, to stop fearing the consequences of showing up as who you really are. The more you resist it, the more you stay stuck. But when you decide right now that those nerves, they're just excitement ready to explode, you've already made the choice. You've stepped into a new reality, a reality where you don't wait for things to change, you make them change. Now go ahead. What are you going to do with all this power? Because it's yours. It always has been. But only if you choose it. Only if you decide that you're not going to play small anymore. Remember this, the universe isn't waiting for you to get it perfect. It's waiting for you to act. And you know what? You've got everything you need to make it happen right now. You've got the choice. You've got the control. You've got the energy to transmute any fear into excitement, any hesitation into full throttle action. And when you do that, you step into the life that you're meant to lead. So here's the deal. You've got the power to turn every single moment into one of choice. You're not waiting anymore. You're not sitting on the sidelines. You are it. And every ounce of energy, every wave of excitement is fuel for the ride ahead. Now go, embrace it. Be the force of nature that you're meant to be.